Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Big House. This massive crowd assembled here today to cheer on the Wolverines, already chanting, "Go Blue." Both teams have circled this game on their schedule. Two of college football's elite colliding here in a matchup of top 5 teams early in the season. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the second-ranked team, the Michigan Wolverines. EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Wolverines will kick this team to get us going. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around to give him a chance to get out in space are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
Dropping back, it's Thomas. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Just outstanding combination of quickness and strength here by this Michigan defensive lineman. Makes me think of Aiden Hutchinson, who of course played here recently. Going back to guys like Rashawn Gary, Lamar Woodley, Frank Clark. Great tradition of Michigan defensive linemen on full display right now.
They'll run the option. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great exhibit A for how to be physical.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking for a gap. It's Marshall. Breaking tackles. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
Of course they're going to pick up the first. With football, you think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Horde. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. And looking to throw now on first down. Freshman trying to take a shot, but put too much on the throw. So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Here's the option play. And the quarterback can't even get the pitch off. That play goes nowhere. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
They need 5 yards here on 4th down to keep the drive alive. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. A 4th down completion to the running back. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that 1st down yardage.
Gutsy call to go for it, but it works. The quarterback and receiver are in sync, and you pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Linebacker shifting around now. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. We'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. He's escaping the pocket now. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
And the Wolverines will line up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, perfectly thrown football here, and this quarterback's got to be fired up. It's his first passing touchdown of the season. Here's the first of hopefully many more for this young man.
They're going to try to add the lead now to the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. And it's caught from inside the 20. He's tackled at the 34 after a decent kick return there. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? They're going to run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Scanning the field. It's Thomas. Makes a quick catch. Brought down before the tackle to produce a solid gain there. Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. And the result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the mark.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. The defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
Here's that defense shifting again. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. He'll go down right there. Worked his way for a short gain, but not enough for the first down. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. It's an out route. The catch made. Steps out of bounds after a solid gain, which sets up a first and goal for the offense. The Wolverines will line up now. It's first and goal. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal.
Michigan 7, Auburn 0.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Chris, I really felt the quarterback came off the fake a little bit too quick. The defense didn't bite at all on the play action. They saw the quarterback had the ball, attacked, and got the sack.
Third and goal, looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab. And they'll stop him short of the goal line. Offense will set up inside the 5.
The offense gets some positive yards here, but they're going to be short of the first down marker to set up fourth down. Really good job by the defense of tackling and the awareness to keep him short of that first down marker.
They keep the kicker on the sidelines. It's fourth down from the 4. They're going for it. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Complete with a running back on this fourth down play. And they will stop him short. The defense rises up for a goal line stand.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
He'll hand it off. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Fights back the line of scrimmage, avoids the safety, but nothing more.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Well, now it's a nightmare for any offense. Third and long from their own 1. They've got to get a few yards to give the punter some room here. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. And here comes the punter onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And the coverage seemed able to bring the returner to the ground. Michigan offense back out on the field. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Lets it fly to the wideout. He finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
They're going to run the option. Pitch play to the back. And they finally stop him, but a decent game that time.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on 1st down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
Again, makes it 2nd and medium. He shreds the tackle. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And it's a throwaway. It's a good call down here in the red zone on 1st down.
I mean, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Looks to the left for a quick throw. Touchdown, Michigan. This quarterback on fire today.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his 2nd touchdown reception of this football game.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. The Auburn offense trots back onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. 1st half, you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Dropping back, it's Thomas. Dumps it down to the back, caught. They bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the 1st down marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Receiver makes the grab. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
1st down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops with the 2-minute warning. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Michigan.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Caught near the sideline. It's Marshall. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
It's the 2-minute warning. You've got a blowout developing here before halftime. That completion makes it second and medium. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. And there's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very
cannot escape, and down he goes. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Check out this decision. They're going to go for it on 4th and very long. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's looking deep here. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking to pass. It's Thomas. He's going to pull it down and run. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Catch made on the out route. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Crucial third down play right here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
They've been stopped in their first 2 4th down attempts. Here comes number 3. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Marshall. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. The Wolverines will come to the line to crank up the tempo. He hands it to the back. And they try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Looking to pass here on second down. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. Drop right near the sideline for a big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Wolverines lining up here on 1st and 10. Back in motion now. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark. See if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
He makes the grab. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Well, this was a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Aiming for the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. This offense is still clicking.
You could just tell this quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do as things were developing in front of him. He saw that open space and decided, I'm just going to take it myself and head to the end zone for a touchdown.
They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking to throw it on first down. And here comes a deep shot. Incomplete. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one more play.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. And this offense trying to build in a very impressive first half performance, trying to stretch the lead. And he lofts it toward the sideline. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Michigan. To stretch the lead, the route is on. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. The offense hoping to get a drive going. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39. Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. First down and 10. Looking to throw again. The pass rush closing in. Falls incomplete, but a flag on the play. Let's see who this is on. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Back to pass. It's Thomas. He'll throw it now. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense makes the stop after the completion. Short completion there. 2nd down coming up. Ball handed off. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure works. Still down by double digits in the 3rd quarter. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's brought down, a sack for the defense coming up big on this 4th down play.
Now the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
The linebacker shifting around now. Throws it to the right. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. Defense got a big 4th down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. And the runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Back to throw. It's Thomas. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down. It's a very solid game, but still well short of the 1st down. Now it's 2nd down here. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's complete. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. The pass is intercepted. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. Here comes a handoff. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And he'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? Important second down play coming up. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. Down he goes, a sack.
Boy, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he pulls in the catch. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They finally tackle him down at the 1 after that catch and run.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Oh, looks like the defense jumped offside there. If that's the case, this will be a first down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The Wolverines looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Makes a quick grab. He's going to lose yardage there. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And the defense swarms him. They've got him behind the line of scrimmage.
I love the aggressive approach here throwing the football, but they're going in the wrong direction. Losing yards when you're this close to the goal line, and that's not ideal.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the route is on. Look at the blazing speed for that quarterback. Kirk, if you're a defense trying to stop this guy, good luck.
Well, Chris, you remember this week we talked with the offensive coordinator. He talked a lot about how they have run plays on the call sheet specifically for this guy to be able to get loose and make plays. We saw that exactly on this score right here.
And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Only a short gain in that run. Defense able to pin him in.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Give it to the back again. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend.
And the ball to the ground. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover. This should be the last play of the quarter. Hand off to the right side. Defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. Michigan 35, Auburn 0.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Keeping it on the ground here. Tackle, but first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Movement at the second level of the defense now. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up. The Wolverines are in the red zone. They'll try the option play here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a good call on the option, but the quarterback doesn't execute that well. I don't know if he was fooled by the way that defensive end slow played it or not, but the end deserves a lot of credit for coming up with a great tackle.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Touchdown, Michigan. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the extra point was up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. The fumble the last time out, symbolizing their struggles here today. That's why they're in a big hole. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Looking downfield, it's Thomas. He'll take a deep shot here. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw it again. He's running out of time here. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points, and here we are in the fourth quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defensive players and the way they're putting this pressure on this quarterback and this offense.
Bringing pressure. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
We'll take a deep shot here. And the pass is batted down, broken up on 4th down. What a play.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the fourth quarter on a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory.
Looks right for a quick completion.
And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Man, this wide receiver has been a difference maker in this football game. He's got 2 touchdowns already. Now they look to him again, and he picks up the first down.
Use the running game to chew on this clock now. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing.
And the Wolverines are in the red zone now. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the beatdown continues.
The coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. This has been a monumental mismatch, a beatdown for the ages. It's almost over, thankfully. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Well, this one ended up being a blowout. They get the W, but they also make a pretty strong statement here today.
Yeah, I thought this game would be a lot closer, at least closer than how things ended up. But give credit to this team for coming out with a good game plan and just dominating the game.